Delighted to welcome back to Swindon 105.5, Swindon Supermarine manager. It's Bobby Wilkinson on the show. Hello, Bobby.
Are you, Dan? You well?
Yes, very good. You must have had a better week than Ian Holloway, who went viral for a rant on Twitter, a post-match rant. This is your space to go viral if you do want to rant about anything. If you want to show your passion like Ollie did, but I don't think you will because you won 3-0 last time out. We'll get to that game. Bristol Manor Farm this weekend. We're going to chat about Brad Hooper as well. But let's talk about last weekend's game then. At Falmouth Town, home game. Weather conditions not great, but a bit of a battle, and it's your, at the asterisk, you've only played 3 games before that. It's your first win of the year. On the last day of January, and you finally done it. You got the win that you've been desperate for. So how proud are you of the players, and what was the game like? It was a bit of a battle in not nice conditions.
Yeah, I was just proud of the football club, if I'm being honest with you, because you don't win anything or you lose. You don't lose. It's a collective as a group. Like I've said to you, Dan, you win together, you lose together, and what the grounds people did and what everyone at the football club did, volunteers as well during the week to get that game on. That win was more for them than even myself and my players, because collective is as a group we came together last week. Since the turn of the new year, we've had a couple of games which have been fantastic draws, but we wanted that win, to carry on the momentum and carry on how well these boys have been playing. And I have to say, the first half and 20 minutes of the second half was the best we'd played all year. The football was incredible. We kept the ball moving, especially in tricky conditions as well. But I have to give them credit as well. They're a good footballing side. It was 2 teams going to battle as well, which was very, very pleasing for non-league football.
I've seen some of the pictures of the game. I'm sure the kit man loved all the muddy kits afterwards, given the conditions. I want to talk about Brad Hooper, because obviously you talked him up last time. He was a new signing, and I just had to point out one comment that was made, which I found hilarious, because the club does this brilliant get to know thing on its Facebook page, so it has random facts, as you'll know. And one of them was he's got 2 daughters. One's 2 years old and one's 12 weeks old. And there's just a random comment from a person called Simon, which I thought was brilliant, which was, well, he had more energy on Saturday than I did when I had a 12-week-old, cracking performance.
Fair play. Fair. No, I don't see any of that because I'm not on social media. So I'm just pleased to see someone's paid him a nice compliment, because social media can be hard at times, but it should be all positive as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of love for him after the 3-0 game. Let's talk about it because it is a double-header weekend, but we start with Bristol Manor Farm. Now, for the uninitiated, you would look at their last result. They lost 6-1 away and think, oh, you know what, we should win that. How do you go about this? Because obviously they have been, how should I put it, humbled? How dangerous is it to play a team that's just played so badly like that? Because they're going to want to bounce back straight away, and they're going to have an edge about their play.
Yeah, listen, they're at home. They will be favourites. They've been beaten 6-1. And I have to say, if you're a good player, you'd want to bounce back, wouldn't you? You'd be upset with that sort of score line. I've been on them a couple over the years myself, and you want your team to bounce back with a lot of passion, a lot of desire to, wear the badge of pride. So we already spoke about on Monday. We expect they're coming strong, especially the first 20, 25 minutes. Their home advantage, it's grass pitch. The pitch isn't great because the game got called off on Tuesday. I was driving down, actually. I was just leaving my house to drive down, and it got called off. So, this can be a tricky situation, tricky game. But Dan, I said it to you last week, and people might think it's a broken record at the moment. Since the turn of the year, we've just concentrated on ourselves. We've concentrated on getting even more fitter, enjoying our football, and trying to win games. It's about us, but it's how we conduct ourselves. We know we're going into another battle against a very strong physical side, by the way. I have to say that. So we're going to have to move the ball on the floor, even in these tricky conditions, to give ourselves a chance, and we'll certainly be trying. But we know this is a dangerous game.
And for anyone asking, the 6-1 defeat was to a team that you drew 0-0 against, Portishead, of course, which was a fabulous performance in its own right, considering that they are promotion chasers. Next up, Monday's game is going to be a real tough one against Sporting Club Inkbro, because they've just beaten Portishead Town at home by a goal to nil, and then they seem to be able to just etch out wins like 1-0s, 2-1s. I mean, they won 1-0 last time, they won 2-1 against Mousehole. So how annoying is it to play those kind of teams that can get those late goals, that have that ability?
Well, for a team that's scoring late goals, that's the credit to them. That means they must be fit. So I only praise the manager for that side of the game. I went to watch them. I've said to you in the past, I went and watched them against Didcot, and they're a very physical side, but with some very talented players as well. We're at home. We're full of confidence. They're full of confidence. I think they've had a fantastic season. They beat us 1-0 down there in the second game of the season. And we played exceptionally well that day, but they ended up, scoring off a corner and beating us 1-0. So we want to pay a little bit of payback this Monday, and now we'll see if we're fit enough to play Saturday, Monday. We normally are, but because we haven't played so many games, we're hoping that doesn't catch up on us this week. So, yeah, the challenge this week is, can we pick up some points in the next two games, just like they'll be trying? But they're a very good side, very good management team. They've been together, don't forget, a couple of years. They're in front of us in that department because they got promoted together and they, kept most of the team. So yeah, we know that's going to be a challenging game. But if I'm being honest, Dan, we've not done hardly any work on them until Sunday because it's one game at a time for this group of players and management team, and that's Saturday.
Let's just talk quickly about because we are at the halfway point of the season. Lots of games still to play. Lots of home games still to play as well. Swindon Supermarine half season tickets. You can get 90 quid for the rest of the season. It's what is it, 90 quid for adults, 75 quid for concessions. That's for the rest of the season. Every home game for the rest of the season. It's just such a fabulous club, isn't it?
Listen, the club is a very special club. The facilities, the chairman, the board, they're all fantastic people, and they just want to do well. And us as players and us as management team, we need to entertain. Wins brings more fans in. We know that because that's the nature of the beast. How football rolls. What's really nice, everyone's talking about how well we're playing again now because we've got all our players on the pitch, haven't we? We've got all our fit players on the pitch, which is very good. We brought in one or two old signings, but with a bit of experience that fans like. So hopefully, everyone's seeing that I'm not sitting still, and still, sorry, I'm working hard for the football club, and we would love to get a few more fans. That's why we're advertising. Why we went to Monday nights. We got. In 2 weeks' time, we play Monday, Friday, Monday. So hopefully people might be at home that night thinking, actually, let's go down and watch. But then we need to entertain as well. So we've got to make sure we play well in front of these fans. But I see the fans getting and the crowds getting up a little bit more again. And I see a lot of positiveness around the ground the other day, which was really pleasing to see because I only want to see positive people around. So, and that's definitely feeded through to the management team and the players. And hopefully we feed it through to the fans because collective as a group, you can achieve anything if you all believe in each other.
Final word then on the transfer window. How happy are you with the business that you've done?
Yeah, I'm so pleased with the business. You mentioned him earlier, and I didn't really pick on the point about just a fantastic player, fantastic energy. But the big reason I signed him because I knew what he'd bring to the group. Because when you look at our team at the moment, a lot of people have spoke to me about it this week. When you look at the balance of experience and the balance of youth, it's a great combination which I like to work on and I like to build. And the future is unbelievable bright if we can just get enough points and then rebuild early instead of late like we did last year. It's fantastic. And Brad has brought that experience, but very professional, but such a humble man with a family. And I'm lucky to be managing another good player. So hopefully he enjoys football. He's told me he's absolutely loving it. He came in and done an extra training session with me this week as well to get fit because he hadn't been playing for Hungerford. So pleased for him. And, to have in that change room, the Sam Turls, the Jamie Edges, the Brads, the Connors, the Luke in goal, with that young group round them. It's a special group. It really, truly is. But we've got a long way to go, but it is very, very special.
Yeah, the future's bright. The future's Swindon Supermarine. Bobby Wilkinson, good luck this weekend, and I'll probably see you Monday. So good luck.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks very much.